Today we're installing beaver dam analogs that are mimicking what beavers would do on the landscape. Beavers are void in this area that we're currently working, and we are looking at installing multiple beaver dam analogs to help recharge the groundwater and help with the water storage. We've been in serious drought conditions the last 10 years, and the groundwater in certain areas is not recharging some of our tributaries and streams, and they're completely dry. So this will help recharge that groundwater and help water storage for our animals that are on the land, and help the ecosystem kind of come back to what it naturally is.
We've had a lot of engagement and feedback from our community here at Ghana, and what we're hearing is that there is a lot of concern, especially around species and plants that are disappearing. So those culturally important species that are needed daily, sweetgrass is a daily practice. Ceremonial use, we have our annual Sundance that we need a lot of those species for that are here in traditional Blackfoot territory. So we've looked for funding, and we've gotten certain project funding for certain things. The way the government works is, you got to apply for specific species usually. So it's really nice that we've been able to get some funding for things like our Xisticky for the beaver, and through for our timber limit, trying to look at the space as a whole. That area is all mainly intact. There's a lot of uses such as oil and gas, but we hear from our community that we want to keep it in a more pristine state. So those cultural important species like our wolves, our bears, they're feeling the impacts of climate change. The Kainai fire that happened just next door in Waterton, when that happened, there was an influx of wolves, wolverine. Earthwatch was doing a study up there with some of our community, and data is showing, that we're seeing that they're using this place as almost as a refuge, right?
Interesting.
So this keeping that habitat healthy is something that we're working towards to face those challenges that come with climate change. We're trying to keep a good balance where we're respecting both knowledges, and it is specific to what's available, right? Because a lot of knowledge is hard to find. A lot of it was lost when colonization happened and residential schools. So a lot of that knowledge wasn't passed on or preserved. So mainly what we are doing now is using a lot of our project funding and time to gather that knowledge, to find a way to document and pass it on. So it's important to get that Western science data to make sure we're doing things in a consistent manner, but also that we're respecting the knowledge that the land holds, that these species hold, that our elders hold. So finding that balance.